Hey everyone, so I'm here today with another project share, and this is for a swap that I'm doing with Christy, who's twinz4me2 here on YouTube. Hey Christy! So I will put a link to Christy's channel in my description box, you guys. Check her out. She's super talented and just, you know, an all-around sweet person. She does a lot of vintage and shabby chic, altered items, junk journals, just, you know, a lot of really neat stuff. So yeah, check out her channel, you guys. So I'm going to get started right away, you guys, because I started this video before and it was like 9 minutes and I was hardly even 1/4 of the way through this book. So, because it's super chunky and yeah. So I'm just going to jump right in. This is a book that I purchased at the thrift store that I just removed all of the inside pages. I used this bookbinding tape on the outside. For my covers, because I did not like the original color of the book, I used this paint. It's desert turquoise and then just regular black. So I just painted it with like the turquoise first and then added the black and then kind of smudged it with like a baby wipe to give it that smeared look. And then kind of as a sealant, I used this one because I didn't want the paint to be chipping or, you know, just rubbing off or whatnot. So I used that to cover all of the book. There's 3 signatures. I made a boo-boo there. That really annoys me, but, you know, it's homemade, so, yeah. And then on the spine, I just binded, or did a braid, you guys, of the string. And then I added this peacock feather that I got from Hobby Lobby. So that's on the side. This image is a Pinterest image and I love her so much. The collection that I used was Webster's Pages, and it's the Hollywood Vogue paper kit. So it has a lot of like the vintage ladies and peacocks. So beautiful collection. So I just printed off that image and used my decorative corner punch. I backed it on black cardstock and then I just sponged on that blue ink or the turquoise ink so that give it a little bit of interest. And then over my image I used this product, which I totally love. And then on the bottom I put this Butterbee Scraps piece, and then this was an old earring, so I just removed the back and attached that with E6000, so it's kind of sturdy. So let's go inside, you guys. The book is like pretty large. I think it's like 9 1/4 by like 6 1/4. I'm not entirely sure, but I will put the exact measurements right here. This is a silhouette cut, and here I have an envelope with a card that I got at Michael's. It has like the peacock theme, which I totally love. I hope Christy likes it. I think she does. I posted a picture on the Facebook Junk Journal Junkies, so she said she liked it. Here I have a tuck spot using one of those coasters that I got at Tuesday Morning. It says, "I'm kind of a big deal." I love these coasters. I like anything funny and silly. This is just a tag cut from my silhouette and a free ephemera vintage garden printable. Okay, all my pages are coffee stained or tea stained or sprayed. I have a couple of these pages that I sprayed with my Lindy's sprays. And stamping, some vellum. I have 2 of these clear pockets that I found them at Tuesday Morning. It's like this. They're quite long. So it was actually too long for the book, and I just cut it and I just sewed like the open edge. So yeah. Just a little recipe, black and cream recipe card there for now, but you know, she can remove that if she likes. Vellum bag with another free printable, and I added some little trim throughout. Love this coffee stained paper. This little pocket I created from the collection. There was a round, like, scalloped edge sheet, so I just cut it into portions and use it as a pocket. Here I have a coffee stain tag with seam binding at the top. This is Jenny Bolin. And this one is some tags that I purchased off of Etsy. And I will hopefully remember to link that store as well. But it was all peacock tags. This is some vintage music sheet paper. Some recollections doilies. Some washi tape. Silhouette cuts. Stamping. This came from a placemat set that I got from Daiso. It's like that mulberry paper. So I just took like the coaster. I mean, it's paper, but I use it as a pocket. So here's another one of those journaling cards. Other side. Tuck spot, some more vintage trim. This is a reprint of a vintage lady. Like that. Whoops. I got those off of eBay. Here's a little envelope that I created from, this is Japanese calligraphy paper. And it's crispy. And so I just coffee stained that and then used a Michael stamp to stamp Bloom. And it has a little journaling tag in here. Right here I added some more of those peacock feathers that I got at Hobby Lobby. Vellum. This is a tuck spot. Another vintage reprint. Postcard. Some more feathers. A little halfback pearl piece. This is a doily and then some black cardstock. Here I have a couple more journaling spots. This is just leftover paper. Here's another pocket using that same scalloped edge sheet. Just a couple more tags. And then this is my second signature. More stamping. Paper. Here's the other one of the mulberry little things. And this is a tag that I got in a swap. And this is Graphic 45. This is vellum that came with the collection. So, I really love that. Little peacock image. This is actually one of those 5x7 white envelopes, so I just painted it, stamped it, put a tag on the inside, stamped it there. I fussy cut her from the paper, and she has some, I put some feathers there like it's coming from her hair or her hat or whatnot. Flower with a button, silhouette cut, a tag. This is some really neat paper that I got from Alicia Wheeler. Thank you, Alicia. A belly band, some trim. This is a sticker from the collection. Just some Pinterest. This is Ephemera's Vintage Garden. That's a free printable. I love her printables. Little flower that I use my tiny attacher to attach it. Here's another pocket. This is one of those Prima tags. I cut it down at the bottom because it was too long. And this is another coffee stain shipping tag. This is a Prima stamp. Little doily. That's the other side of that envelope. Is it right here? So like this is the envelope, and I made it like this as a closure. So she can open it and tuck stuff in there. This is a silhouette cut. Here's a side pocket. Just a coffee dyed index card. I put some washi and then this vintage image from Pinterest. There's a peacock, so cute. And this is the other side of that vellum. Here is a doily die cut that I received from Sandra. So yeah, I received this from Sandra. We did a die cut swap, so I just, this I purchased from Sweetly Scrapped. I love her tags, so I made that tuck spot. Here is a fold out, and this is just an old vintage like lamp post that I cut for my silhouette. I actually had it in my stash, so I just used it. Here's an envelope that just pops open like that, and I didn't put anything inside because, you know, she can fill it up. Plus it was getting chunky. So here is another tag. I love this. This was a leftover from when I did Jamie's journal. Love that image. Here's an envelope, and I just painted over it and stamped one of my favorite stamps. And I've done this before, but I kind of forgot about it. And then I saw Crafty Irina. She had done it, so I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that technique. So many techniques. Just a stamp. Oh, this paper is so beautiful. This is that paper that my husband got for me in Sri Lanka. It's so, the texture is so nice. Sounds like fabric. So this is a little vellum envelope, and I just put some extra feathers in there for her, just in case if she wants to add them through her journal or, you know, for another project. And just paper, envelope, a tag, more stamping, sprayed paper. This one. Again, this is Sweetly Scrapped. This is a micro stamp. Love this paper. Here are some more journaling spots. This one, this is Pinterest. Ephemera's Vintage Garden, free printable, and just one that I created from the scraps from the collection. This is a silhouette die cut, and Christy can add like a photo here, and it would be cute. The other side of that envelope. Another index card, and this is also Sweetly Scrapped. And the back. And then I put this silhouette cut. It says, "This is awesome." So I thought she could put like a photo or something there. And that's the back. So that is my super thick, chunky altar book for Christy. So thank you all so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, just leave me a comment and I will get back to you. Thanks everyone. Have a great day. Bye.